The debate between who is the greatest of all time is interesting to say the least. Guys like Kareem, Magic, and Bird come up, but the two names at the top of this list are LeBron and MJ. These two are considered the GOAT by most, and it's always a debate. But I hate this debate so much. Let me explain. The argument that people use against MJ is that he had a Hall of Fame small forward, Scottie Pippen. And the argument is that MJ wouldn't have won 6 rings without Scottie Pippen on the roster. And while this is probably true, we can't use a team drafting a player to build a contender against a certain player. Was MJ supposed to tell the front office that they shouldn't draft Pippen? This is going to be too good, and it's going to be used against MJ by teenagers on Twitter if he's a key piece to winning 6 titles? No. Also, it's stupid to use the fact that LeBron played with Wade in Boston, Miami, and Kevin and Love, and Kyrie Irving in Cleveland. Yes. The Miami move and how he handled it was a bad look. But could you blame him for leaving Cleveland? Cleveland did not do anything really to surround LeBron with talent in his first 7 years. He was literally carrying Cleveland every year with no other star player. If you don't do anything to build around your generational talent, the generational talent is going to realize that he's being used, and he's going to leave. Yes, I know he joined another top player in Dwayne Wade. Yes, he's kind of an idiot for that not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, whatever thing. But at the end of the day, he had every right to leave. What was he supposed to do? Stay in Cleveland and waste his career? No. Even when he went back to Cleveland, yes, Kyrie was there. Yes, he recruited Kevin Love. But he went back because he wanted to fulfill his promise to bring a title to Cleveland. Something the front office did not promise when he first was there. Listen, I don't care if Michael Jordan played with a Hall of Fame small forward and Scottie Pippen, and he won 6 rings with Scottie Pippen and 3 rings with Dennis Rodman. I don't care that LeBron had a Hall of Fame shooting guard in Dwayne Wade when he had 2 rings, and Kyrie for 1 of them. It's a team game. The teams with the best combination of players that fit together win. We can't expect LeBron or MJ to be winning titles as one-man shows. If it was as easy to win as a one-man show, then teams would be doing a lot more than twice. We don't hold Magic Johnson for having Kareem or James Worthy. We don't hold Larry Bird for having Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish. We don't hold Shaq for having played with 2 top 3 shooting guards of all time when he won 4 rings, and Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant, respectively. So why do we hold LeBron and Jordan for it? Oh, I know. To minimize the championships they have won. To minimize the most important moments of their careers. Careers that they cried over when they won. We're going to minimize that. We're going to minimize the goal of every NBA team, whether it be immediately or years down the line. Because the goal for every NBA team is to win a title at some point, even if they haven't already. But the goal is to win one. And you're going to take that and minimize 2 players who helped their teams reach the pinnacle of NBA basketball, just to prove one is better than the other. The LeBron wouldn't last in the physical era argument is just flat out stupid. LeBron is the most physically gifted athlete I have ever seen, and is probably one of the most physically gifted specimens in sports history. He could play in any era in the NBA and dominate probably. This dude was a high school football star. He was recruited to play football by schools like Notre Dame. He literally played a sport where people hit and tackle each other, and got recruited to play football because of it. And he could have been an NFL athlete according to NFL coaches apparently. So he could handle physicality. Get out of here with that. He wouldn't be able to handle the physicality of the 90s bullshit. And for MJ, the plumber argument, the one that started as a joke and ended up becoming something people actually took seriously for God knows what reason, it's also just ridiculous. To say he played against Plummer means that he carried Plumbers to 6 rings, right? It's just a stupid argument that's just minimizing great players from the 80s and 90s just to minimize Michael Jordan. And also, Jordan played against plumbers. That means he played against players in the 90s, right? Wouldn't that mean guys like KG and Ray Allen drafted in 1995 and 1996 would be plumbers, and those were two members of the big three that LeBron couldn't beat early on in his career. You see how dumb this whole argument is? At the end of the day, MJ and LeBron wouldn't be as good in different eras. Argument is literally because of time travel, and we just drop someone in an era where they don't know what to do because of the circumstances are completely different from what they're used to. But time travel doesn't exist as far as we're concerned yet. And LeBron and MJ playing in different eras, that's literally only if they grew up in those eras. And they probably would learn how to play differently and adjust their game style. But what wouldn't change? Their bodies probably. LeBron would probably still be 6'8", 260 pounds, or MJ probably would have been 6'6" and 215 pounds, whatever he was in his prime. And they would adjust and train based off the certain eras and circumstances they were placed in. The thing that wouldn't change though is also their mindset. Physicality and their mindset, so the two things that won't change. And those are two things that are really important in why they're so great at basketball. And I think it would translate to them being great in different eras. The real argument between LeBron and MJ is just minimizing their accomplishments to say one player is better than the other. At the end of the day, both are amazing. Both impacted basketball in a big way. Both are all-time great talents. Both won rings and MVPs. LeBron is in the finals choking because of one series. He was amazing for every finals following that. MJ wasn't carried by Pippen. Yes, Pippen is the reason the Bulls probably wouldn't have won 6 rings, but the Bulls probably wouldn't have won any rings without Michael Jordan. LeBron is so great that he controlled an entire conference for 8 years. And we almost could guarantee his team was going to the finals every year for 8 years because that team had LeBron. MJ is so great that a team with Hall of Famers on it made rules and tactics to try and beat him. At the end of the day, they're all-time greats, the two greatest players of all time. Stop trying to minimize what they have done just to say that one player is better than the other. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please feel free to like and subscribe. I make NBA videos. I make other sports videos as well. It's just we're in the middle of NBA season. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And be on the lookout. Friday, probably another podcast episode. Links for that will be in the description. And I'm recording this at night, but this will probably come out around like 1 or 2. If it comes out earlier, just know probably didn't come out at 1 or 2. And have a nice night or day.